Hey, thanks for joining me for week 2 of our SALT series. So much of the postures might look the same, but they might be ordered a little differently, all inspired by our teacher toolkit. But I like to keep the flow inspired versus following it perfectly. So just for you teachers out there. Let's begin in child's pose, bringing your knees wide, toes towards touching. You can always roll up something behind the knees if you'd like less knee flexion. But our focus today is on expanding a little deeper into Matthew 5:13 in the message when Jesus says, "Let me tell you why you're here. You're here to be salt seasoning that brings out the God flavors of this earth. And if you lose your saltiness, how will people taste godliness?" So just breathe that in. What does it look to be like to be a little saltier in your mind, your body, your soul today? Bob Goff, in his book, Everybody Always, wrote, "If you want to become love, stop just agreeing with Jesus. Go call someone right now. Lift them up in ways they can't lift themselves. Send them a text message. Say you're sorry. I know they don't deserve it. You didn't either. Don't put a toe in the water with your love. Grab your knees and do a cannonball. Move from the bleachers to the field, and you won't ever be the same. Don't just love the people who are easy to love. Go love the difficult ones. And if you do this, Jesus said you'd move forward on your journey toward being more like him. Equally important as you practice loving everybody always, what will happen along the way is you'll no longer be who you used to be. God will turn you into love." So God, as we breathe you in this first child's pose, may the words of our mouth, may the meditations of our heart reflect your love today. Help us to be the God flavors of the earth. Amen. When you're ready, you'll come up to a seat, and you can sit on your knees or you can sit in a simple seat, and we'll do a little bit of bellows breath. I think of this as kind of the pep rally of breathing techniques. Reach your arms up. This reminds you to expand through the belly. Feel the diaphragm and everything. Diaphragm moves down. Everything expands wide, deep, and long on the inhale. And then exhale. We'll draw the elbows to the ribs and the navel in towards the spine. Okay, so inhale. Exhale. I'll take a deep breath in. And just notice how your body feels as you exhale out. Good. Hopefully a little bit more energized to love today, a little saltier. Let's make our way to table, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, reach your arm forward, hugging your arm bone towards the ear, and extend the toes back. When you're ready, lift the leg right from where the glute and the hamstring attach. We'll call that the seat. On your exhale, curl elbow to knee and find steadiness as you round the spine. Inhale, extend and reach out through the fingers and toes. Exhale, so imagine you've got pulleys on your ankles and wrists as you move in and out. Let's do one more. Extend arm and leg and find some little pulses. Good. You got it. From the seat, from the shoulder. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your right hand down beneath the shoulder. Spin your back foot and reach up to a modified side plank. Good. Now come up and find a little gate. Reach into a side bend, up and over towards your left foot. Now take it back, lift your back leg, and we're gonna work a little mobility drill here. Bring your knee close to your chest and step forward into a lunge. This is a great option for people who don't like the down dog to low lunge step. Let's take the opposite side here. Left arm, right leg, and then slow and controlled. So think cat back, inhale, reach, extend, nice and slow. 2 more. Slower is not easier, is it? Good, we'll hold and reach and pulse. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn your back foot, open up into a side plank, and then rise up into gate. Anchor through your left knee, feel the side body stretch, and then take it down. With the leg lifted, step your right foot forward. Good job. Left foot forward to meet the right. We're gonna go really wide here in a bent knee forward fold. See if you can shift the weight forward, getting your hips over your knees, over your heels. You can ragdoll the arms, keep the head and jaw and neck heavy, relaxed. Or maybe you take your hands behind you, send the knuckles forward to the top of the space, and bend and straighten both legs. You can even turn your chest towards the bent knee. Just get a little playful here. Flavor it up. Good. Release your hands, heel toe in, halfway lift. Press your hands to your shins and feel the traction through your spine. And then maybe with bent knees, fold forward. Rise all the way up to mountain pose. Look up, reach up, and then bring your hands to prayer. Bend your knees, touch the ground. That's how low I want you here. Weight in the heels of your feet, arms reach up overhead, and then bring your hands to prayer. We're gonna warm up the legs by taking a mini step, a bigger step, and an even bigger step to a 90-degree lunge in both legs. And then we'll take it back. 1, 2, 3. Again, all the way back, and a 3-step forward. So the emphasis really is that you're staying on the left leg as you step back. You're gonna feel it a lot in the left leg and in the glute. Warming up the legs here. One more time, you got it. Back for 3, forward for 3, and into chair. Anyone? I know, hands at heart. Let's do it again. Slow at first, medium, bigger step, feel the range, and then bring it back. 3, 2, together. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. One more, feel it. Great job. Inhale to chair. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Without adjusting your hands and feet, lift your hips high to downward facing dog. So last week we worked on turbo dog. It's bent knees, chest melding towards the thighs. This week we're gonna add the transverse plane. So on the balls of the feet, turn your knees to the left and then pivot back to plank. Turn the knees right and come back to plank. So keep going, bending the knees, powering through the legs, opposite side, and forward. Keep going. Good, this time, knees are straight, legs lower to the belly for cobra. Root into the feet, peel your chest up. So feel kind of the break in the legs, but you're still working extension by pressing into the tops of the feet, like you're pointing the toes and the kneecaps lift. Now peel up even more, elbows in for 3. Feel it in your back muscles. 2 and 1. Toes curl under, hips lift high. We're in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Lift your right leg up and back to down dog kick, and then bend your knee and open your hip. Let's pick up the heel up and down, stretching into the feet, through the Achilles. Good, now draw your knee wide towards your right elbow, shift the weight forward and take a wide step into lizard. Knee down or up, sweep the right hand up and back. Take your hand into a low bind, like you're reaching towards your left pocket, and find some neck rolls. Good. Sweep it up and back. Plant your right hand, down dog kick. Exhale, step forward into a lunge. Good. From here, hover the hands. Hug your inner thighs towards one another. Breathe for 3. You got it. For 2 and 1. Nice. Step your left foot forward to meet the right, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We go all the way up on the in-breath and hands to prayer. Move into chair. Good, hands come to prayer. This time we just hold it. Press your palms together, maybe lift all 10 toes. Drop your seat even more for 3, 2, forward fold, 1. Nice work, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank. Meet me in downward facing dog. Good, shift forward and then bend the knees in your turbo dog and turn them left. Shift forward, plank, turn knees right. One more time each side. These are little dynamic core movements using the entire cylindrical core, side body, front body, back body, lower to your belly. Long held cobra, or you can plant the feet, lift the kneecaps, push the earth away from you for upward facing dog. 4 points of contact in up dog, and just be mindful there's a little micro bend in the elbows. Reach up through the crown of your head. Good, press down through the feet for 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Left leg high, bend the knee and open your hip. Lift your heel up and down. Little tension to the foot on this side. Now bring your left knee towards the left shoulder, towards the left elbow. Shift your weight forward into lizard. Reach up and back. Half bind. Roll your chin towards your chest. Look up, look down. Good. Take your left foot down to the ground, down dog kick on the inhale breath. Exhale, step forward. Feet hip width distance. Hover in your lunge. Hug the thighs inward. You got this. And lower down, right foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up on the inhale breath. Exhale to chair. Find that 3-step back to a bent-kneed crescent lunge. 2, 3. Here you are, okay? Take your right hand towards your front thigh. Left arm comes forward like a sprinkler. Just rotate through the ribs. Open up. Good, now come back. Straighten the back leg. Airplane your arms, lift the heel. Send your gaze to the floor in front of you and fly into airplane pose. Into a curtsy. Bend your knee. We're just going to pulse here. Hovering the back knee, making sure your ankles, knees, and toes are pointing in the same direction. All right, we're changing up to a one-leg balance into a figure 4 balance. Lift your right leg up and then cross your right ankle to your left knee. If you'd like a piece of furniture, you can use that here. Drive your seat back. Reach your heart forward. Spread the toes, maybe even flex at the ankle. You should feel this primarily on the outside of your right hip. Come back to chair. Hands come to prayer. Get low. Here we go with left foot. 1, 2, bent knee to crescent lunge. 3. Your shoulders, hips align. Take your left hand forward. Left hand to thigh, right hand forward. And then begin to open. Just playing with your range of motion. Might look different than mine. Good. Slowly come back. Straighten through the back leg. Airplane your arms. Send your gaze on the floor in front of you and work your fly. So a lot of times we throw ourselves into that. Just kind of lean into it today. And then slowly work your way into a curtsy. If there's negative pain in your knees, the rule of thumb is always knees, heels, toes, pointing in the same direction, little pulses, working the inner leg as well. Then rise up to a one-leg mountain and into a fig 4 or standing pigeon balance. Drop your seat way back. So there's a difference between this and driving your thighs back, wading into the right heel. You're going to feel it more through the outer left hip. Stand tall on the inhale breath. Fold forward. Your way through vinyasa, halfway lift. You can take it to the belly for cobra, to the knees or straight legs for chaturanga, up dog, to downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. Lower to your knees. Take a moment to wrist roll. All that work in the wrists through planks and twisting turbo dogs. And then we'll work our way to a bridge. Come onto your back. Plant your hands beside you. Root down into your feet, lift up with your knees stacked over your heels into a bridge. And then just notice here that the knees, hips, shoulders are in the same line. Walk your heels forward to a 3/4 bridge. Engage the glutes. And then just simply lower about halfway and lift. So this focus is really hamstring glute related. We'll take about 8 lower and lifts through this bridge. While you're doing this, your feet are flexed. You should feel like your heels are dragging towards your shoulders, shoulders towards your heels. Good. Last one. Walk your feet back. Lift your right leg up and cross your ankle to your left knee. Thread your hands through and guide your knee to the chest. And then option here to find a supine twist, keeping that foot to heel, or you can find something that feels better in your body. Slowly make your way back. Plant your feet once again. Hips up with the left leg high. Left ankle to right knee. Begin to lower down. Grab to your hamstring and pull in. Find your favorite supine twist in the opposite direction. And then take your feet wide in a windshield wiper and just turn the knee internally towards the ground And switch sides, back and forth. And listen to your body. What else is it asking for as you lay on your back and prepare for final Shavasana? In Colossians 4:6 in the NIV, Paul's talking in his letter saying, "Let your conversation always be full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone." As salt of the earth, Jesus is telling us that we are to add value, or we are to be forklifts to other people. We'll close our practice today with this encouragement from Christine Caine. Fix your eyes on Jesus. Don't look to the right or to the left. Don't compare or compete. Don't count what doesn't count. Don't get distracted. Don't lose hope. Don't confuse people with God. Don't let your heart become hardened. Don't stop trusting God. Don't stop expecting miracles. And don't stop loving people. Don't put a time limit on the promises of God. So as we breathe that in today, O Lord, let us be the salt flavors. Let it be so.